For over 1,300 years, Muslims shaped the history of China in ways few people today even realize. Generals who saved dynasties, astronomers who rewrote science, governors who ruled entire provinces, and a young Muslim boy who grew up to command the largest navy in human history. But their story is not peaceful. It is a history of alliances and rebellions, tolerance and suspicion, power and persecution, a relationship that changed as China changed. And it all began not with armies, but with sailors. The year is 651 CE. The Tang Dynasty rules a golden age of poetry, trade, and world influence. China is powerful and connected. Across the Indian Ocean, Arab traders sail along the monsoon winds to Guangzhou. Among them are the first Muslims to ever set foot in China. They bring spices, glassware, mathematics, and news of a man named Muhammad. The Tang emperors welcome them. China wants trade. China wants knowledge, and Islam spreads quietly through the bustling ports of Guangzhou, Quanzhou, and coastal Fujian. But then the empire collapses, and everything changes. The Tang Dynasty falls into rebellion and civil war. Central Asia fractures into warring states. China's western borders explode in conflict. Chinese rulers suddenly need soldiers, not merchants. Enter the Muslim warriors of Central Asia. These fighters, Sogdians, Persians, Turkic Muslims, are hired as elite cavalry. Some rise to command armies, some govern frontier cities, some defend the Silk Road itself. But the biggest shift comes in the Yuan dynasty, under the Mongols. The Mongols didn't just conquer China, they imported talent from all over their empire. And that decision put Muslims at the heart of Chinese government. When Kublai Khan builds the Yuan dynasty, he brings administrators from Persia and Central Asia, many of them Muslim. For the first time, large numbers of Muslims run Chinese finance, foreign policy, engineering, and astronomy. The most powerful of them is Sayyid Ajal, a Muslim governor who reforms Yunnan, builds schools, stabilizes the region, and spreads both Islam and Chinese culture. Muslims rise to the highest ranks of government. They build mosques, introduce new sciences, new foods, new technologies. But as Mongol rule weakens, resentment grows. When the Chinese revolt against the Yuan, Muslim officials must choose sides. The Ming dynasty rises on a wave of anti-Mongol rebellion. Many expect Muslim officials to be punished. Instead, one of them becomes the most powerful non-emperor in Ming China, Zheng He. Born Ma He, a Muslim boy from Yunnan, he is captured, castrated, and given to the imperial court. But he rises with astonishing speed, becoming a trusted advisor to the Yongle emperor. Then he is given an impossible mission: command the greatest fleet the world has ever seen. Treasure ships the size of modern aircraft carriers, 7 voyages across the Indian Ocean, diplomacy, intimidation, trade, and global prestige. A Muslim admiral becomes the face of China's power. But after Zhang He's death, the Ming turns inward, and the Muslim story shifts again, from empire building to survival. Under the Qing dynasty, tensions grow between Muslim communities and imperial officials. Some Muslim generals remain loyal protectors of the state. Others spark rebellion. The largest is the Dungan Revolt and the Panthay Rebellion, massive. Muslim uprisings that shake Western China in the 19th century. Cities fall, armies are wiped out. The Qing responds brutally. The result is a tragedy that scars Muslim-Chinese relations for generations. But the story doesn't end in rebellion, because Muslim influence never disappears. For over a millennium, Muslims helped shape Chinese history. They protected the Silk Road. They ran imperial courts. They governed entire provinces. They advanced astronomy, medicine, and technology. They sailed China's greatest ships. They became one of China's recognized ethnic groups, the Hui. Muslims were not outsiders. They were builders of China's past and part of its identity. And their story continues today, woven into the vast, complex tapestry that is Chinese history.